What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Matrix Revelation. Matrix Rendezvous. Matrix Resurrections. Why they? Because everything's with the R, man. Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, Matrix Resurrections. Matrix Reservations is gonna be next. We all know what the Matrix was. The first movie was just blew everybody's heads off. We was just like, we had never seen anything like it at that time. And then it spawned countless imitators after that. It changed the game for action films. The Matrix was, and still is, a great film. Matrix Reloaded comes out. Now we getting a bigger budget, crazier special effects, more stunts. We up in the ante. Matrix Reloaded had fantastic action sequences. A couple in particular is when, they were fighting, trying to get the Merovingians thing, and then, they were fighting there, and then the twins were chasing Morpheus and Trinity, and they were trying to get the Keymaker safe, and then they had this whole freeway chase scene that was just incredible, and then you had Neo fighting all the Smiths, and it was just going down. But then Matrix Reloaded just got too convoluted with story and complication. It was like, by the time Neo pulled up on Colonel Sanders, we was all lost. Colonel Sanders was in there hitting us we didn't know what he was talking about. Colonel Sanders was sitting up in there complicated. You just give us the recipe for the chicken, bro. You giving us too many herbs and spices. You making it too complicated. Ever since Colonel Sanders showed his face, I was confused on the Matrix. But then Matrix Revolutions comes out. Is that the name of it? Revolutions, right? When that comes out, people didn't like it. People already kind of turned off by Matrix Reloaded. They were made simultaneously, so it was like boom, boom, pow. Which should have been a slam dunk, home run, easy work, Lord of the Rings style. But people didn't really connect with Reloaded. Yes, Reloaded made more than The Matrix at the time and had the highest opening for a rated R film at the time. But when people came away from the theater, they were like, yo, it was some dope action in that, but what the hell just happened? So then, coming into Matrix Revolutions, people was kind of turned off. The box office went way down. It was just like, nah, man, we ain't really feeling this. And in my mind, I used to think the third one was the worst one. I was like, man, it was absolute garbage. But then when I went back and watched it again because I refreshed for this new Matrix. Matrix Revolutions is actually better than Reloaded. Simply because the stakes are high. They had a great battle at Zion when the machines are actually coming for them, which I thought was dope. And it was just easier to follow than Reloaded. And I was just like, I kind of misjudged Matrix Revolutions. Neither one of them come even close to the first Matrix. But the third one was like, all right. The third one felt necessary, and it gave a sense of closure. So I did feel like, all right, we got something out of it. Cut to years later, we got Matrix Resurrections. Now, you might get excited, just, another Matrix, today's special effects. Let's get it popping. Keanu Reeves is back. Keanu Reeves looks great. Carrie-Anne Moss is coming back. I wanted to know why Lawrence Fishburne didn't return. Morpheus is as essential to the Matrix as Neo or Trinity. Morpheus is an important character. But they have a Morpheus character played by Yahya, and does a good job, but it was just like, where's Lawrence though? You know what I mean? So when you see the trailer, you're just like, man, it's a lot more colorful than the other Matrix. It's not that drab, kind of dry look, so they up the ante on the colors. And it's just like, and the Wachowskis have been hit and miss ever since The Matrix. Speed Racer missed, Cloud Atlas I didn't even bother watching. So it was just like, all right, you kind of lost faith in them as filmmakers just a little bit. And then you hear about another Matrix coming out, you're just like, I don't know, man, it's been too long. Usually when you wait that long, usually it take a miss. So we're going in. It's Keanu Reeves, it's The Matrix. Of course I'm pulling them. They changed the storyline a little bit, so now Keanu, which is Neo, which is Mr. Anderson, he's like a computer programmer now. At least that's what he thinks he is. So people are coming for him like, yo, follow me. It's kind of like the same, dynamic. Like, follow us if you want to get the real. Come with us. You know what I'm saying? You know why you tried to kill yourself? Because you want to get with us. Side note, possible spoiler alert in this review. So just to give you the quick skinny of the skinny, quick review off the top. I'm gonna just keep this a quick review in general because I ain't got a lot of time. So here's what's wrong with the new Matrix for me. It doesn't feel necessary. I felt like this wasn't a necessary sequel. I walked away from the sequel like, man, we didn't even really need this. There was some. It was good to see old characters again, like Trinity and like Nairobi was back, and she was old, and like, you know, the Merovingian pops up, but it just felt like we didn't really need it. If we never got this Matrix sequel, we would have been fine. We would have been like, yeah, the Matrix did what it did, and I just felt like it was unnecessary. The action wasn't exciting to me at all. The action did nothing for my adrenaline levels. You know, it was some action in it, but it didn't really mean anything. We got the training montage. Didn't really mean anything. We know what Neo's capable of. So it was just like the freshness was gone. And that was the big part of the Matrix appeal back when it came out. It was fresh, it was new, it was something we had never seen. And now we've already seen it. We've seen the Matrix imitators. We've seen all of this. So now you're coming back. You got to bring us something new again. If not, we don't need it. And I just felt like the Matrix Resurrections was just we didn't need it. It was unnecessary. So we watched it on HBO Max. And that's another thing. That's why the box office hurt. Because whenever they release simultaneously, the box office usually suffers. And then it looks like a failure. But ultimately, I just felt like, all right. Like, it didn't have the same stakes as even the Matrix Revolutions. Matrix Revolutions had stakes. It was like, yo, the machines are coming for the people of Zion. The stakes have been risen. Mr. Smith is in the real world now. He done took over a real person. So now he's actually in Zion sabotaging stuff. The stakes were really high in the third one. Now the stakes here didn't matter, man. It was all about love at the end of the day. Man, get the hell up out of here, shout. It was all about love. That was the missing factor. Nah, man, I wasn't feeling it. I see what you're trying to do with the message, and the love was the key this whole time, but nah, man. Now, Neil Patrick Harris was in it. He was cool. He was funny. The girl that had the rabbit tattoo, she was a good, dope new character. But I was excited too. I was like, yo, man, the Matrix. But then I was skeptical at the same time. And my skepticism paid off because ultimately it was underwhelming, man. I appreciate, the ambition. But at the end of the day, you want to know the smooth jazz review of the Matrix residuals. Revolution, Matrix residuals. Well, here it is. Oh yeah, I'm giving the Matrix residuals 2 saxophones out of 5. It just didn't. Nothing mattered. No disrespect to the cast. They seemed happy to be there. But ultimately, damn it, I wanted it to win, but it just didn't. All right, peeps, that's my review of the Matrix Resurrections. That's my review of it. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you thought about the Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions. Which one did you like better? Let me know in the comment section below. Is there another movie franchise that you would like to see resurrected? And with good reason. Give me the reason why you think that too. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.